And that's scary to me, dope beat, dope flow, buried to me. Especially when sound wave is on his P's. Nigga, cue me in, I'm a Peruvian drug lord. Don't fast forward, I'ma serve you some keys. This is crack cocaine, I'm Kirko. Bang and I bang like a CRIP, PRIU, high you, I'm a IV. Stop, I said in high V, cause when I be in the studio, high shot. A needle in your vein, take it in vain or itch till your eyeballs pop. I'm cold on a cold turkey, I hate chickens, but I do.
What's up, guys? TCT here. I did not think I would have to make a bad business video. It's been over a few years since I have talked about a company, bashed on them, and exposed them for just unprofessional behavior. But this has to be talked about, this has to be expressed, and this has to be exposed. And for people that's been wondering like where I've been at all this time or whatever for the past few weeks, it's because I've been dealing with this. I've been dealing with this problem. And it's regarding a company that I came across when it came to me trying to look for some digital products on social media. And I do that a lot. Like when I play a video game and I'm getting very infatuated to a game, I want to go deep into like collecting items, collecting statues, and collecting accessories and stuff like that. And the game I'm talking about is Clear Obscure Expedition 33. If y'all have not played the game, play it. The hype is real. The hype is very, very like worth it. I am not into turn-based RPGs at all, and I am new into RPGs. But for some reason, this game really pulled me in. And I think it's because this is actually a game that is very recognized as an actual video game. No subliminal messages, no like political shit to it. This is a game that is worth your money, and it's been sold out physical copies almost worldwide. I'm not making it up. Yeah. So when I've gotten deep into the game and the infatuation to it, I wanted to like collect everything. So I was looking into like buying a manual. I wanted to buy a manual of the game because there's no manuals in in games anymore, and they got digital manuals. So I wanted to try to get both. And I had no idea until recently, like there's like people on Etsy and other websites like eBay that makes manuals themselves. I literally just bought the manual for Monster Hunter Wilds, custom made, and it's really good. Like it's really very detailed. See, look at this. This is the Monster Hunter Wilds manual, and they have like a lot of a lot of details. They got pages of pictures and like tutorial lists and stuff like that, contents and which pages for you to look for certain information and stuff like that. Whoops. But yeah, I wanted to see if they had anything for Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and I came across this company. Well, it was a seller on eBay, and I'm gonna pull up his name real quick. Yeah, so this was the guy's name, and it was kind of weird because when I noticed that he had like the products ready and they was in display for me to purchase, I immediately bought it. Like I immediately bought that and a couple other accessories and stuff like that. And for some reason, he didn't get back to me. He didn't let me know like when this stuff was going to be shipped, or I didn't even have any shipping information to begin with. So as you can see, I sent the person a message, and I wanted to see if, hey, like what's going on? Like, do you need any information? Do you want to see how like what's going on? And he sent me to a link on Discord from like their whole little page called GuardGamers. And I was like, okay, so you have a link to where you sell the products, and you have a certain page where most of your content is available. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I didn't really get triggered by it, but I did have to make a Discord account, unfortunately. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So when I made a Discord account, I ended up contacting these guys, letting them know, hey, look, this is me, such and such, or whatever. I purchased your product in eBay, and I was wondering if you could like give me the product that I've ordered. So we kind of like went back and forth. It was another agent, so he needed my information again, and I gave my information. And then at that point, he was telling me that we went through like a transaction issue when it comes to the region. So they immediately refunded me the money on eBay. They gave me the money back, and they was telling me like from them being in a different area, the money was not valid. So at that point, they wanted me to send them the money on PayPal. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So when I sent them the money, then that's when the transaction was beginning to be more fluid of us communicating with each other of how the transaction was going to work. And honestly, Guard Gamers communication was pretty good. Like they was straightforward. We was like talking back and forth, trying to get everything situated and get everything orchestrated of our transaction being done correctly and stuff like that. And I was telling them that like I really want to get this like the products and stuff for Clear Secure 33, and because I love the game, and at the same time I'm a YouTuber, so I want to like stream and I want to have more fun playing the game. So the communication was great. The communication was very like tacked on. So, and I was beginning to notice that well, I noticed this with a lot of business people. The way to sync you in is for them to communicate with you, to act like as if they are very interested of what you're talking about or what you are showing them. So they saw my channel and they was telling me that they was going to subscribe and everything like that. My subscribe ratio did go up a little bit, so they probably are watching this video. Shout out to you guys. How y'all doing? TCT here. They may not like where this is going. So when the transaction started, when the transaction took place, then that was when they needed my information of my accounts so everything could be synced in, and that was when I ended up that was when things wasn't right with me. I was like, okay, like, even though it wasn't shady, it just felt as if, am I sure I want to do this? So I had like a little feeling in my stomach, like, hey, look, you may want to keep asking questions before you go further into this, but I've already paid my money, so it's not like I'm not being weird about it. Like, I've already given them what I wanted, but the way how they wanted me to give them the information was like a little weird. Like, they needed my like my account information and stuff like that. And I was like, wait a minute, why don't you just send me a code? And they sent me the code. They sent me the code, and the code got activated. And they told me like just to wait a while or whatever, wait like a couple of hours, and then everything should be straightened up and situated. So I actually waited a day. And I haven't heard from them. They haven't contacted me or anything like that. So I send them messages back. I'll send y'all the links right here, like the screenshots. I've made like a lot of screenshots, and most of them was me trying to contact them. And I was literally just saying, hey, look, like, hey, what's going on? Hey, like, I waited for a little while or whatever. I just want to see if there's any updates and see if y'all got the right information. And I've gotten like a couple of responses, and those responses was, from other clients, not clients, but other agents. And I can tell there was some different people. And they was like asking me like, hey, like, we need your information again. We need, like, what's your username again? And so this isn't the same person. So I thought that was a little weird. It's like, you know what? If you're going to get me into an agent, let me stay with that agent until everything is straight. So that was already a red flag for me. So I gave them the information again, and then at one point they stopped responding again, and I still didn't get what I wanted. So at that point I was like, okay, I was getting a little frustrated, and at that point I kept messaging them saying, hey, what's going on? Hey, it's me. Hey, what's up? And I was getting mad to the point where I was beginning to think that, maybe I got bamboozled. But then I was looking through their profile, and I was getting like certain, I don't know how Discord works, but I was getting certain notifications of their profile, getting like these reviews of these people saying that, great transaction from this, great transaction, great communication. I received my product on time. They were very good with their communication. And I bought like Doom, the new Doom game and stuff like that. So I was thinking to myself, all these people are saying this. What's so maybe I just got the worst luck in the world because I have not got anything yet and I paid my money. So that was when I wanted to just go over the loop, and I was like, maybe I just got a little sense of bad luck. And that was when I was saying like, hey, look, like, can you give me somebody else? Like, what's going on with you guys? Like, I kept messaging them back and forth, and it was like they keep leaving me into a loop. They keep telling me, hey, look, like, it's us again. Like, we're looking through your information and we'll get right back to you. So they keep telling me this just to hold me over. And I'm like, well, how long is that going to be? So at that point, I gotten pissed off. I've gotten mad. It's been like over a week since this whole thing happened, and they haven't responded to me, and I've stopped messaging them. And my last message was just literally telling them, hey, look, if you guys don't respond to me, I'm gonna ask for a refund. And if you can't give me a refund, I'm gonna report you as a scam. So as I sat on it, because I learned from a good master of mine that you don't want to make a decision while you're angry. You want to have steady ground of what's making you mad and go to a good logical explanation of how to handle this whole thing correctly. So I looked up GuardGamers, haven't heard of them. Like, no social media has ever heard from these fools. And then at the same time, I looked at other eBayers that I bought and other people that sell products like this. Their links is already like, you can already link them in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just type down the buyer and then there's links to this people. But GuardGamers, who are you? What do you do? And by you having all these people that's responding to you in y'all review page or whatever, these are like thousands of people. Part of me is thinking that these are bots or people that's like a part of selling these products. You know what I'm saying? So I was beginning to think about all this and gathering enough like conspiracy to see how all this is going to make sense, until I came across one person. This one person actually made a review saying that he didn't receive his product at all, and they didn't respond to him at all. So I sent this person a PM, I sent this person a message, and I told him about my situation. And his name is Easy Zane. Shout out to you, brother. Big shout out to you. And I thought I was alone on this. So at this point, we like literally exchanged our information. We was like telling each other our situation. And I told him, hey, listen, man, I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber for a long while, and I'm gonna make a video that's going to expose this shit, and I'm going to boost the algorithm so this shit can be noticed. This is not going to be a 30 or 40 or 50 view video. I am going to pay money so this video can be boosted up, and I'm going to share this to everybody just to put y'all fuckers on blast. And he's down with it too. And Easy Zane, you did tell me that you reported them. I reported them as well, and I couldn't leave a review on their page. Because again, I don't know how Discord works. Like they were saying that I did like a ticket or something, but Zane was able to do it. So Zane ended up, posting a negative review, and he ended up like reporting them. And I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but it must have went somewhere, because ever since he told me that he reported them, they like their GuardGamers like their whole entire profile on Discord is disactivated. And I got a message from the person that linked me into them on eBay telling me to add their other profile called GuardGamers Me. Or was it GuardGamer Me? Whatever. Because apparently they was going through a certain problem. Yeah, the problem is us. We're exposing you fools. So GuardGamers, more like guard your fucking wallet. And that's a crazy thing right there, right? If the whole transaction was not right, I wouldn't have minded. Here's the thing. I would have gotten mad that I've gotten gypped with my money, right? But what really triggered me was the fact that my information was exchanged. So the person that I gave the money to, like Jessica Gonzalez or Jessica Guerrero, whatever the fuck her name is, I gave it to her, and she just took the money and ran. You know? So I'm saying that to say this. The $26, I'm not really worried about that. It's just the information that I've given them. Like my personal information, my information on my gaming profile and stuff. That's what I'm worried about. So before I did this video, I went to, I ended up contacting Discord. I contacted eBay, and they're already in the processing of checking these people up in a radar. And I actually gave them a call again, and I told them about GuardGamers Me, and I told them to look into that profile too. I even contacted my credit card company, letting them know, hey, look, my credit card may be in danger. I've locked my gamer accounts. I even contacted law enforcement as well. Like, I literally called like 20 people because of this, because I was really worried. Now, nothing happened within a week. That's the reason why I didn't post anything. I didn't go out with this whole thing and act like everything was cool, because honestly, these type of things really do bother me, and it should bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is really like scary stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Zane, if you look at this video, I suggest you do the exact same thing. Like, you reporting people like this is not enough. You kind of want to protect what's yours, like your personal information, by getting law enforcement involved too. Tell them about me as well, because I don't think me and you live in the same country. But this is not the first time that I've gotten across a scam and stuff like this happen. But you have to prepare yourself when it comes to the operations of how people are going to use these these type of trump cards. Maybe this could be bullshit. Maybe this could be a bad business. But y'all have too much under the radar that makes me a little bit on a suspect ratio of y'all activity. Like, for example, if y'all going to tell me it's going to take some time, let me know. I'm a very patient person. If you would have told me that this was going to take a week or maybe like a few days just so y'all can get the transaction situated, I would have waited. I would have waited. But by you sitting there and ghosting me after I've given y'all the money, come on. Think like me for a second. So just in case if y'all try to turn up the whole loop when y'all look at the video and say like, and send me like a little PM saying that, oh, like this is not true. We're gonna try to shut your damn video and your damn channel down because it's fraud. No. That's not for you to fucking say. You don't have enough proof to even think that what I'm saying is bullshit. Everything I've shown in the video is proof of what y'all fuckers did. If you think that what I'm saying is wrong, then prove it by explaining why y'all haven't responded and what happened to the money that I've given you. If what y'all did is legit and y'all didn't do the transaction right, I didn't receive anything. So give me my money back. Give me my money back and we can go on our merry way. But y'all never did that at all. When I literally said that I was going to ask for a refund, y'all just walked all around that shit. So let's look at both tables real quick. So I'm not even worried about that. I want to take that card. But I'm only saying this for you, GuardGamers, and anybody that's in charge of this whole company or this whole business or whatever. The law enforcement is looking at y'all with a thick-ass microscope right now. And they even told me this shit that they're doing. I give them my laptop and I show them how I logged in and how y'all, like, everything. Our communication, the transaction and stuff too. So they was even telling me they was gonna make like fake accounts to add y'all just so they can be catfishing. So be prepared for some people that's adding y'all randomly. And y'all won't even know if it's real people or fake people. But it serves you fucking right. I hate scammers. I really fucking hate scammers. And to make matters even more problematic, it was bothering me so much to the point where I wasn't even enjoying Clear Expedition 33. It was on my mind so much, like I was losing so much focus, so much downtime, and I even stopped with my reviews for a minute. Like everything was on pause. I hate being behind schedule because of bullshit like this, because you motherfuckers, dude. So contact me if there was a problem. You got my information. You got my YouTube channel. So let me know what's going on. It shouldn't take stuff like this for you guys to open up. And to make matters more crazy, this is the game, Clear Expedition 33. I even bought the special edition too. I had to dismiss myself. So I ended up contacting another person just to see if they can give me the manual, but I was like tiptoeing like very carefully. It's like me walking into a scam minefield. So I contacted somebody on Etsy and I told them about my information and, like, hey, look, if you're selling this was another person that was selling the same thing and he seemed pretty legit. I contacted him about the whole thing and he responded within minutes. Within freaking minutes. And he was like, listen, sir, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the whole situation, whatever. And you know what? How about this? How about we give you like a $10 discount? So I only spend $6 on this. And it came within 2 fucking days. 2 fucking days. 2 days. And look at this. Look how good this looks. Look at this. Look at all that. Look at all that. I didn't even see this. I skipped that page. Look at all that. Beautiful. 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 This is a motherfucker right here. But anyway, GuardGamers, I'm coming after you, boy. I actually did all I could, actually. I got law enforcement involved. I got my my information on guard at this point, so I'm no longer worried. They're just waiting to see what you're going to do. If you pull something negative, try to use my information and try to sell it or try to do anything or whatever, be prepared for y'all chaining y'all neck to get, to get pulled in closer to go to court. Because I'm willing to go to court on this. I'm willing to go to court on this. I'm not even worried about this shit anymore. I'm more worried about my information than my money. Y'all can keep the fucking money. But again, we're also waiting for your response too. If you don't respond, that's great. That's cool. It just makes y'all look bad. But the only way for you to make this up is if you contact me and be like, hey, yeah, we're sorry about that. We had too many people on the units. There was so much bad transactions. Somebody did some crazy stuff to our account. And look, we'll give you the money back. We'll give you the money back. Anything, something. The worst thing you should do It's ghost people like this, no matter what the situation is. Let people know. If not, it makes you look more worse than a bad company. You look like a shady company that's selling way more than just products, but products of our own privacy. I'll be looking forward to your response. Let's see how long that will be.